See what I think what it is, Journey? I think you just need to come over when you're lonely, talk and have some food and some wine. How about that?
The way Cuz handled this was absolutely phenomenal. And I didn't know this, and this kind of broke my heart too. I used to think that I was tough, man.
Hey, what's up, Journey? It's cracking, baby.
Okay, last night, can you turn those lights off?
Which one?
The ones that are keeping me awake at night?
Which ones? Journey, I mean, the rope lights aren't keeping.
What?
The rope lights. The rope lights, are they keeping you awake?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Keep them on till, 10 o'clock. What?
We went through this before. With the rope lights, they're not.
What?
The rope lights are not in your window.
Honey, I have to pull those pillows over my windows so I can sleep.
With those rope lights on, Journey,
Yeah.
the cops came and they looked at the rope lights. They said they're not shining in your window. But I'll do you this. I will turn them off at 10 o'clock for you, okay?
Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I got you.
I don't mean to be a mean neighbor, and I want you as my neighbor.
I got it, Journey. All right? See what I think what it is, Journey? I think you just need to come over when you're lonely, talk and have some food and some wine. How about that?
The way Cuz handled this was absolutely phenomenal. That's all right. Forget what I gotta say. What do you think about that, Charlie?
Well, I agreed with you in the video when I saw it, and I still agree. I think that there are so many different ways he could have handled that, and there are so many different levels of wrong that could have been accomplished in that. But in this instance, I think dude got it absolutely right. He knew that she was lonely, and she came over wanting to talk about the lights, but then you saw her kind of shift gears. She's like, I'm not trying to be mean. I want you as my Like, I think he nailed it.
Yeah, I think he nailed it too.
I think she's just older and just flat out lonely.
Yeah, all of her family they're somewhere, but they're not there. And she clearly, not to say that she's not getting too many lights. The older you get, your eyes get far more sensitive.
Right.
You start paying attention to things that you probably shouldn't be paying attention to. But in today's, this is the part that really got me. And, with today's social media, everybody wants to have that viral moment where they're shutting down the opposite race.
Oh, yeah.
And they do it so that they can, to stir things up, to make things worse. And clearly, he said that the police already said that the lights were not a lot. So that means at some other point, some other day, police were called out. Yeah. Police were called out, and that right there will piss off anybody. But this conversation, this brother, he was like, look, we've gone through this already, Granny. We've gone through this already. And then you saw when he said, I'll cut the light off for you. And you saw like a weight.
Oh, yeah.
It was dope.
And let's be real, she might not remember that conversation in a week.
She might not. She might not remember it tomorrow.
Right. But it's interesting that the cops were called, not in jail.
Yeah. Yeah. The cops were called.
I thought if the cops are called, you gone.
Especially if you're black.
Yeah.
If the cops called on a black man.
Okay, I'm gonna stop.
but here's
it's just that point. It's just
and he could have been mean if he wanted to. He could have taken offense to her coming over, knocking on the door. He could have been annoyed by her constantly doing calling the police or constantly bickering about the lights. But he said, won't you come over and let's break bread? Let's relax. Let's have something to eat and let's have some conversation. And he can get some real good stories out of her. I'm sure she might not be able to remember this conversation, but I'm certain she can remember some stories from way back 30, 40 years ago, conversations that she's had with people at work, in her home, her daughters or sons, whoever was with her before they got out and started their own lives, or her husband, before he got sick and passed away, or whatever the case. And I hate to even throw that on her. She might not even have a husband that died, but usually in this old age we know how it go. We know how it go. And he handled her with caring mittens. Like this right here was important to him, that he communicated properly to her. What's going on, April?
Hey.
One time when I was in middle school, I saw it was a real cute girl. Her name was Tia. I think it was Tia. It was Tia. And I tried to talk to her. She was at the ice cream truck that was usually across from my home in the morning and after school. And I said, hey. And she looked at me and she was such a cutie pie. And she said, hey, it's for horses. I don't know who you talking to. I was like, okay, here you go. Now you gotta give me that black girl magic. Okay.
That's funny.
No, I said that because that was the first thing you said when you came here. You said, hey, I messed up some family pictures because of my eyes. You see that? She said, "You come on over here and take care
I'm
of
a
this."
Ghostbuster today. I got rid of the ghosted audio.
Lord have mercy.
See, you know what I mean? So, April, you pulled up. What was up?
I just wanted to come say hey, and I really did like that video that you posted, and I think you did handle that in the best way possible. In my previous job, I worked with that generation, and it was multiple races. So he hit the nail on the head. They sometimes just want companionship, and like Charlie was saying before, she might not even remember that conversation or the fact that the police were called or whatever. So it was a very authentic situation.
Yeah. I used to be with a band called God's Own, and Renee and Chris were the married couple who started the band. It was a gospel band, and what we would do, we would go to retirement homes and nursing facilities and sometimes hospices, and we would set up the drum sets, the keyboards, the big old speakers, and we would put on an all-out show. We would have 3 or 4 microphones up there, depending on how many singers we had, congos, the whole nine, full band, and we would do nothing but minister, like sing praise and worship, devotional songs. We would definitely fit in some older songs that they will remember, but we would definitely introduce them to some newer songs, and they will act like, man, we brought Beyonce to come sing for them or something.
Oh,
They
yeah.
would have a ball, man. It was so beautiful. And a lot of those seniors, unfortunately, and I didn't know this, and this kind of broke my heart too. I used to think that I was tough, man, but apparently I'm not as tough as I thought. A lot of their kids don't come see them. They just park them in there and go live their lives.
Yeah, I worked with an audiologist, so I would do hearing tests and repair hearing aids and things that you didn't know, but repair hearing aids. And some of the buses, the little vans or whatever, would drop them off, and they'll come and sit, and their appointment will be an hour. But to repair a hearing aid and do an annual check only takes about 30 minutes, but they have the whole hour booked. So I'll just sit there and just talk with them for the last 30 minutes. And they would appreciate that. They'll drop dimes, and sometimes they know they're dropping dimes, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I'll trickle in a little life situation that's going on with me, and they'll tell. I mean, these people have wisdom, that they can depart on people, and it's just sad that they are being neglected by their family members, because the elder generation, those are the people that are going to help you carry on the legacy by letting you know what's been going on in your family from generation to generation.
1,000%. At some point, well, we think that they're just out of their mind or what they're saying. We just being nice. Hey, come here, baby. Won't you go over there and give me that blanket for me, baby? We'd be like, you already got a blanket, Miss Shirley. Be like, oh, I do, baby. Oh, I didn't know that this blanket was right here. Thank you, baby. You're so nice. You look like my grandson. Like it's dope, man. It's awesome. And they get older, but they are strong. Have you ever had like one of them grip your arm?
One of the first jobs that I had was working at a retirement home, in with the kitchen and cafeteria staff. And you'll walk by and one of them will latch on. It's like, oh. Is that another Georgia Southern Eagle I see on the screen?
Georgia Southern Eagle. Oh, yeah, you already know. Yeah.
Look
Oh
here.
my gracious.
There we go.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, you got to get your, here we go. She got her cup.
Uh-huh. I love it.
You know what today is?
Hate week.
Deeper than hate. Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you
Crap-
say
crap
hate
state?
week?
Yeah.
Deeper than hate.
Yep.
Just crap state.
All
Okay.
of the college teams are playing their rivals this
rivalry.
week. It's called Rivalry Week. Rivalry Week. Say that 5 times fast.
Rivalry week?
Yeah.
Rivalry week?
Be very quiet. I'm
So
hunting
UGA
nails.
UGA is playing Georgia Tech. Georgia Southern is playing App State.
Crap state.
Ohio, Crap State. Ohio
Thank
is
you.
they're playing Michigan.
Yeah, Ohio State's playing Michigan.
then
I can't quite see the score. from-
Alabama's playing Auburn. Yeah, like all the rivalries are booked this week. So
That's
it's hate
crazy.
week. Is
Okay,
what they
April.
call it.
How were you able to spout off all of those
What do you mean?
different games? Are you looking at it right now? Like you're
No,
looking at a
she's
list?
I'm looking at Charlie.
The TV's on the complete other
What
side.
in the world? Charlie, you have really, excuse me, April, I have to say this. Charlie, you have done a good job.
No.
Making sure that she stay connected with, I got to give you the credit because she's just a little woman. She don't know nothing about sports.
Is she?
To quote her Uncle Junior, SG.
Well,
Go ahead, April. Please tell me why you are so locked in when it comes to that. Is impressive. I have to say that.
Yeah,
I got the flow.
you got the floor.
Well, I guess it started from actually paying attention when I was in band because I
Okay.
mean you gotta be so. If not anything, you're gonna know offense and defense with football. You know, and then pet band we did basketball, and most kids in the '90s followed Michael Jordan. So I mean, it started from there, and then when you got into college, I mean, that was just I mean. Shoot, I went to Georgia Southern. It was bad and then it got really good. So, and then I've always been a Falcons fan. So, I mean, you love it or hate it, but I don't know. I mean, just being around it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's either you have an aversion or you assimilate when it comes to sports in the South. So, I mean, that's about the only two
sure.
ways to explain it, really. I mean, most women, I can't say that because I'm about to tell a lie on most
Not all,
women.
not all.
Not all,
Yeah,
not
this
all,
is
not
Lee
all.
Peterson. Yeah, not all, but some. I would say not all, but most women in the South know a little bit of something about football, at least.
Yeah.
That's what's up. But do they know the schedules? Do they know that this is Hell Week? This is the week where all
Maybe.
of the rivals are.
Yeah, if
big
you're a
week.
fan of college football,
Yeah, I would think so.
I think,
That's
yeah,
so dope.
yeah. If you're a fan of college football, I think they would know.
yeah,
All right. So every Saturday, mostly, y'all are watching. Y'all got some games on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, the Ohio State game's on right now.
Now I will
can't
have
see
to
the
blame
score.
Charlie. I will have to blame Charlie for the whole sports all year round, because I'd given up on a lot of sports after I'd left high school because I didn't really watch baseball a whole bunch after the Braves won the World Series back in 95, 96. And then not until we started dating that I started watching baseball again. And then after football season was over, I was like, And then college basketball. So KU's really good. And so by watching them, I started watching, everyone in the Big 12. And so it just kind of builded on top of itself. So
I got you 1000% now. Y'all make me feel like I'm left out now with all of the glasses because
somebody says they don't like golf though.
yeah, well,
There's Red's mom said, I appreciate being a sports spectator unless it's golf.
yeah, golf is boring.
Check out Full
Full
Swing
Swing.
on
I'm mad at-
Netflix.
Okay, Van, ask Charlie how he got me to start watching y'all.
Well, it goes back to playing Tiger Woods golf, where you can create your golfer, and so
Like an avatar.
she's creating a golfer that looks like her.
That ain't even how you presented it, though. That's not how you said it. You were like, babe, you want to play Tiger Woods golf? I'm like, good. You can create your own avatar and you can design their outfit. You said
yeah.
something along the lines of me using my creativity.
Yeah.
And just kind of bamboozle me into playing. And so I'm playing the thing. And so I didn't realize, and people who've played Tiger Woods golf knows that it's different courses throughout the game. And so I'm playing, he's playing most of them because he's way better at it than me. And some random Sunday, Charlie's watching golf, and I'm like, oh, that's the
Pebble Beach.
Or whatever.
You just knew.
And then I started watching, I'm like
How the
it
hell?
was a setup. It was
and
a
I'm
setup.
sitting down watching golf. It was a setup.
Yeah, it was a setup.
That's
You knew
not
what he
the
was doing.
first okie doke, but we'll go ahead and let it happen.
I plead the fifth.
Fifth.
So many amendments.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fifth.
That was loud.
Sorry.
She said that was loud. Big Blue, how you doing, big dog?
I'm doing all right. Recording a couple more videos and just here enjoying my Saturday at home by myself. No kids. No wife.
Cool.
Just doing what I need to do.
Cool. Did you enjoy your Thanksgiving?
Yes, I actually spent it with a couple of married couples that we tend to do life with. It was real nice.
That's cool. I like that. We tend to do life with. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, we have a couple of those ourselves, a couple of couples that when we decide to do something,